Hi, this is going to be a quick tutorial on how to make a Rubik's Cube mosaic if you've never solved a Rubik's Cube before. So a couple things to note while starting here is basically all a mosaic is we're taking the little stickers of a Rubik's Cube and we're using them kind of as pixels in order to make an image. So like any image you look at on your phone or a computer or a portrait is the same thing. It's a bunch of little pixels, except normally you can't see them, and it comes together to make the image that you're looking at. Some other things to note about a Rubik's Cube mosaic before you get started is, first of all, there's 6 sides of a Rubik's Cube, but all we're concerned about is one side, the side that makes the picture. So these other sides in back here don't matter, because all we care about it is the front side. Luckily that makes it a bit easier to solve. Some other things is if you're designing your own, take into account that this image is made up of 5 by 5 Rubik's Cubes, and each Rubik's Cube essentially has 9 pixels, 3 by 3. So if you're designing one, it has to be divisible, the width has to be divisible, and the height has to be divisible by 3. So since there's 5 cubes here, this is 15 pixels by 15 pixels. There's also a couple helpful things to note about Rubik's Cubes before you start solving. One is that Rubik's Cubes are made out of 3 different types of pieces. So you have center pieces, like this yellow one here. There's only one center per side. And like I mentioned before, there's 6 sides to a cube, each has its own color. But since we're only worrying about sides to solve mosaics, each side only has one center in the middle. And then there's edge pieces, which have 2 colors, and there's 4 of those, each in the middle on each side. This will always be the yellow and orange edge piece. The stickers don't move around, it's its own piece. And then you have corners, which are also 4 of, and they have 3 stickers per, so this one's blue, orange, and yellow. So those pieces come together to fill the side. You have 1 center always, and then 4 edges, and then 4 corners. So because when we're making a Rubik's Cube mosaic, only one side of the cubes matter, I'm going to teach you just how to solve one side of a Rubik's Cube. So here we're going to solve the white side. So the finished product should be something like this, where you have one side that's done. Doesn't matter that anything else is unsolved. So to do that, we're going to do it in 3 steps. First, we're going to solve the center piece, and then we're going to solve the 4 edge pieces, and then finally we're going to solve the 4 corner pieces. So to start, we'll solve the center, and the center is unique in that it doesn't move no matter what you're doing. This white center is always going to be the white center. This is always the red center, and so on. So if we're solving the white side, your first step will just be to find the white center. So here's mine, it's facing up. So the next step is you're going to solve the 4 edge pieces. In the end, your cube should look something like this, where you have the 4 white edges and the white center done. And it doesn't matter what the corners look like. And it ends up making something like a lowercase t or a cross. So this part, there's no trick to it. You're just going to have to work at it for a bit. It might take like 5-10 minutes of frustration if this is your first time solving a cube. But really the best way to do it is just to work at it and think about it, and eventually you'll figure it out. I'll do an example here, and if that makes it any easier, you can watch. So here I have my white center, and I'm just going to start putting in edge pieces. So here's a white edge here. That one would go up like this. And then here's another one. I would move it over here and then put it up. And then here's one. You could put it up like that. And then the last one, you could put it up like that. I'll do one more. So in this scramble, we kind of already have one done. That'll happen a lot, especially when you're doing the edges. Like when you're making the mosaic, sometimes you'll have many pieces that are already done for you. This one I would move up like this, and then this last two are easy. One goes up like this, and this one I move over so it's underneath, and then put it up. Actually, I'm gonna do one more so we could get sort of a harder case. Okay, so I'll do this one here, move that one up. So this is the case that's a bit harder, where the piece is already there, but you kind of have to flip the white up. So to do that, I would move it down and then rotate it like this, and then put it back. And then we have this red one, rotate it over and then put it up. And then the last one's here. I would move it under, rotate it like this so then I can flip it over and then put it up. So the next step is going to be to solve the corners, so that when you're done, you have the full one side of the cube done, like this one. Once again, it doesn't matter that anything else is unsolved, it's just that we have all like 9 white stickers here. So to do that, there is actually like a set route to do it, unlike the edges. You're going to use 4 moves over and over again until sort of it solves. So the first step is you're going to hold. We'll start with this one. You're gonna hold the corner that you wanna do closest to you and on the right. So this one's the closest corner to me and it's on the right side. So this is the one that we'll be solving. And then using this bottom layer, you're gonna rotate it until there's a white sticker underneath of the corner there. So a corner piece is below it, like this one. It has a white sticker on it. And then we're gonna do these 4 moves repeatedly until it solves. So the moves are first, and it helps to look at the layers that you're going to turn to determine which direction. First we'll move the bottom layer counterclockwise, and then the right layer counterclockwise, and then the bottom layer clockwise, and then the right layer clockwise. So after those 4 moves, it solved it here. So we'll move on, we'll do this corner, hold it down to the right, and then look for a piece with a white sticker on it. So here's one, and now that I have it directly below it, I'll do those 4 moves again. Bottom layer counterclockwise, right layer counterclockwise, bottom layer clockwise, right layer clockwise. Okay, that one solved it again. We'll do this one. So rotate the bottom layer until we have a sticker underneath of it that's white. Okay, so here there's a white sticker on this corner and it's directly below the one that we're solving. And then we'll do those 4 moves. So here it didn't solve it for us, so we'll just repeat those 4 moves until it works. Bottom, again, right again, bottom, right again. Here it didn't work yet, so we'll do it again. Bottom, right, and there it solved it for us. So this is the one case where you won't find another white piece because it's already here. And in this example, you'll just do those 4 moves as well until it solves. So bottom layer counterclockwise, right layer counterclockwise, bottom layer clockwise, right layer clockwise. It didn't solve yet, so we'll keep on doing it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still hasn't worked. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still hasn't worked. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, now that you know how to solve one side of the cube, I'll show you how to solve it in order to make a mosaic. So I'll be doing this Mario here. I like to solve them as if I'm reading, so I'll start in this top left corner here and then move along. So the first cube is this pure white one. So if you have cubes that are already solved, obviously you just place one there. Just find the white side. So we'll assume that, and if it's scrambled, then you do as if you're solving the cube like we did before. So that one's pretty basic. Next, we'll do this cube here. So the first thing that you want to know is the center, as before. So this is a white color center, so you're just going to find the white color center on your cube. So there it is. Next is the 4 edges. So in this one, you'll see that the edges are blue on the bottom, and then you have a white here, and a white there. So after we're done with the edges, it doesn't matter about the corners. So your cube is going to look something like this. So once again, just sort of work at it until you get them in. Hopefully you're getting better at it by this point. I'll solve it. So in my cube, I already have 2 of them solved, so I'll make these 2 so that I don't have to resolve them. Another white one there, and then I'll put a blue one on the bottom. Next, we'll do the corners. So I'll start off with this red one here, and it's the same thing as before, but instead of trying to put a white corner to solve a white side, I'm going to be trying to put a red sticker here. So we'll put something with some corner with a red sticker directly below, and then we do those 4 moves until it works. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there, it solved it for us. This one you'll see is already solved. It's already white. So I'll move to this top one here. Look for a white corner like this one, and then do those 4 moves. Didn't work yet, so I'll do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it solved it. The last one. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there, it solved it. So when you're done, your cube should match the cube that you're trying to create. And then basically you place it next to the cube before it. And you keep going through the entire thing. So I'll do one more harder one here. Let's do this cube right here. So first thing, and I'll do it with a mini one that's already solved. So first thing is, it's a yellow centered cube. So just find the yellow center like this. And then next we'll do the edges. So these 2 are already yellow. So all I have to do is these 2 blue ones. Blue one there, blue one there. And then next the corners. So I'll start off with this red corner. Find a red corner below it, like this one. Do the 4 moves. 1, 2, 3, 4. Isn't done yet. Do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and there, it's solved. This one's blue. This one's blue. So the only thing that we still need to solve is this corner here, which is yellow. So I'll rotate it so it's on the bottom right, and then do the 4 moves after I have a yellow corner below it. 1, 2, 3, 4. And after that, you've solved that cube. So you place it and continue on. And then basically that's all you need to do in order to solve any picture that you want.